compilation. Who said the motivation's all wrong? Now your decision, the detonation of a time bomb. Which way is up when your high is low? It's time to find it, are you ready to go? Bloodshot against a clear blue sky. Tick-tock, I think the well is running dry. My, I can't lie, I need a shot again. That sweet adrenaline. Dead scared cause I'm feeling in the head. Bang bang cause the needle's in the red. My, I can't lie, I need a shot again. That sweet adrenaline. My sweet adrenaline. Just can't lie, it's the speed and the sound that I'm dying to try. I just can't lie, it's the love of the chase that created the ride. Bloodshot against a clear blue sky. Tick-tock, I think the well is running dry. I can't lie, I need a shot again. That sweet adrenaline. Dead scared cause I'm feeling in the head. Bang bang cause the needle's in the red. My I'll be fine. The story's just beginning. I say goodbye to my weakness, so long to regret. I'm on the front line, don't worry, I'll be fine. The story's just beginning. I say goodbye to my weakness, so long to the regret. And now I know that I'm alive. I'm on the front line, don't worry, I'll be fine. The story's just beginning. I say goodbye to my weakness, so long to the regret. And now I see the world through diamond. I'm on the front line, don't worry, I'll be fine. The story's just beginning. I say goodbye to my weakness, so long to the regret. And now I see the world through diamond eyes. It's in the air, so get your head right. Crawling through the sand, making noise, cracking dynamite. And I've been thinking about the past I can't ignore. Nothing less, nothing more. It's all the same as before. I'm just feeding my appetite. I'm just feeding my appetite. It's in the ground, underneath, tied up, tweaked out inherently. And I've been swimming in the new millennium. Run, run, here I come. I'm just having some fun. I'm just feeding my appetite. Don't you know I broke the mold like a hammer to a landmine? You better stick to what you know, 'cause I ain't playing just to rewind. I'm coming back, I'm coming back, I'm coming back to outlast every outcast. I'm coming back, I'm coming back, I'm coming back to outlast every outcast. It's all around, but you're in no shape. Pacing back and forth, looking low, feeling out of place. And I've been watching every minute like a casualty. Bonafide misery, it's no conspiracy. I'm just feeding my appetite. I'm just feeding my appetite. Don't you know I broke the mold like a hammer to a landmine? You better stick to what you know, 'cause I ain't playing just to rewind. I got it, I'm coming back, I'm coming back, I'm coming back to outlast every outcast. I'm coming back, I'm coming back, I'm coming back to outlast every outcast. So how you feeling down there? It's a cold, cruel, harsh reality. Caught, stuck here with your enemies. Who do you think you are? Tearing us all apart. Where did you think you could go? 'Cause everyone already knows it's 20 to 1. Yeah, so you better run. You got the world on its knees. You're taking all that you please. You want more, but you get nothing from me. You like the burden we bear. You love the hate that we share. You want more, but you get nothing from me. But enemies, enemies. You started something that you just couldn't stop. You turned the ones that you love into the angriest mob. And the one last wish is that you pay for it. And there's no way you're getting out of this. Who do you think you are? Tearing us all apart. Where did you think you could go? 'Cause everyone already knows it's 20 to 1. Yeah, so you better run. You got the world on its knees. You're taking all that you please. You want more, but you get nothing from me. You like the burden we bear. You love the hate that we share. You want more, but you get nothing from me. But enemies, enemies, enemies. Where did you think you could go? 'Cause everyone already knows it's 20 to 1. Yeah, so you better run. You got the world on its knees. You're taking all that you please. You want more, but you get nothing from me. You like the burden we bear. You love the hate that we share. You want more, but you get nothing from me. You got the world on its knees. You're taking all that you please. You want more, you get nothing from me. You like the burden we bear. You love the hate that we share. You want more, you get nothing from me. But enemies, enemies, pick up the phone. You said it yourself, you're scared of being alone. You said it yourself that you can crack the code. But the static you hear automatically keeps you exposed. On your own, I hope you're ready. Smashing through the levee. The drama, don't play the prima donna, my God. You said it yourself that you would never stop until you felt the needle drop. Now you pack your bags, the party's such a drag, and everyone can tell that you're poisoning the well. But there are no mistakes, except what you create. You need to know your place, 'cause it's about to get heavy. It's about to be on. Yeah, bang is slinging napalm. So nobody move, 'cause I was sent to warn you. The devil's in the next room. The silence, the blinding ultraviolence, knocking at your door, pacing back and forth. What now? The whispers and the screams, the stereotypical violent ritual, vicious and obscene. So now you pack your bags, the party's such a drag, and everyone can tell that you're poisoning the well. But there are no mistakes, except what you create. You need to know your place, 'cause it's about to get heavy. It's about to be on. Yeah, bang is slinging napalm. So nobody move, 'cause I was sent to warn you. The devil's in the next room. everyone. Good for you, now you're somebody. Good for you, you fooled everyone. Leave your weapon on the table, wrapped in burlap, barely able. Don't get angry, don't discourage. Take a shot of liquid courage. 'Cause my monsters are real, and they're trained how to kill. And there's no coming back, and they just laugh at how I feel. And these monsters can fly, and they'll never say die. And there's no going back, if I get trapped, I'll never heal. Yeah, my monsters are real. Good for you, you hurt everybody. Good for you, you hurt everyone. Good for you, you love nobody. Good for you, you owe no one. Leave your weapon on the table, wrapped in burlap, barely able. Call a doctor, say a prayer, choose a God you think is fair. 'Cause my monsters are real, and they're trained how to kill. And there's no coming back, and they just laugh at how I feel. And these monsters can fly, and they'll never say die. And there's no going back, if I get trapped, I'll never heal. 'Cause my monsters are real. Leave your weapon on the table, wrapped in burlap, barely able. Don't get angry, don't discourage. Take a shot of liquid courage. Leave the light on if you're able, 'cause we both know you're unstable. Call a doctor, say a prayer, choose a God you think is fair. 'Cause my monsters are real, and they're trained how to kill. And there's no coming back, and they just laugh at how I feel. And these monsters can fly, and they'll never say die. And there's no going back, if I get trapped, I'll never heal. Yeah, my monsters are real. Beast mode, everybody's striking up pose. Everybody's taxing my soul. They say it's all the rage to never act your age. So what you gonna hit me with next? Darwin or a crucifix? So why you wanna do me like this? It's always so extreme, but what's it really mean? When you're begging for a break, just to throw it back and forth, and you call each other sick, then you're calling back for more of what you love, back for more of what you hate. You can't stop, 'cause you're already too late. So you kill your conscience, cry yourself to sleep, kill your conscience, better you than me. You're all plugged in, ready and rehearsed. Do your best, do your worst, show me where it hurts. Everybody's passing the buck, praying that they're making the cut. They sell you by the pound and keep you underground, while you're scratching at the gate, screaming, come on, let me in. Like a fully loaded zombie, throwing caution to the wind. Back for more of what you love, back for more of what you hate. You can't stop, cause you're already too late. So you kill your conscience, cry yourself to sleep. Kill your conscience, better you than me. You're all plugged in, ready and rehearsed. Do your best, do your worst, show me where it hurts. Kill your conscience, kill your conscience. Yeah, you're all plugged in, ready and rehearsed. Do your best, do your worst, show me where it hurts. Kill your conscience, cry yourself to sleep. Kill your conscience, better you than me. You're all plugged in, ready and rehearsed. Do your best, do your worst, show me where it hurts. Kill your conscience, kill your conscience. Yeah, you're all plugged in, ready and rehearsed. Do your best, do your worst, show me where it hurts. Kill your conscience, kill your conscience, kill your conscience, kill your conscience, kill your conscience.
If I had a world of my own, everything would be nonsense. Nothing would be what it is, because everything would be what it isn't.
I invite you to a world where there is no such thing as time, and every creature lends themselves to change your state of mind. And the girl that chased the rabbit, drank the wine and took the pill, has locked herself in limbo to see how it truly feels to stand outside your virtue. No one can ever hurt you, or so they say. Her name is Alice. She climbs into the window through shapes and shadows. Alice. explain that the darkest hour never comes in the night. You can sleep with the gun, but when you gonna wake up, when you gonna wake up and fight. I created the sound of madness, wrote the book on pain. Somehow I'm still here to explain that the darkest hour never comes in the night. You can sleep with the gun, but when you gonna wake up and fight for yourself. But when you gonna wake up and fight for yourself. But when you gonna wake up and fight for yourself. But when you gonna wake up and fight for yourself. Take a good look at agony, force-fed, passed down, time release. I'm inspired to find the light. Blacklist X on the back of a soulful man. I've got ways you understand. Look left, look right, but I'm behind you. I never noticed until I focused on everything you did. You said you lit the fuse inside my head. Thank you for reminding me of what I am sick inside. Thank you for the venom. Did you think it would paralyze? These scars I scratch, I tear, all there under my skin, where you've always been. Thank you for reminding me to sin with a grin. Hangman standing on a twisted 2x4. Built your house but forgot to lock the door. I'm inside with two black eyes. I have not one shred of sympathy. I have no use for apologies. I'm inspired to find the light. I never noticed until I focused on everything you did. You said you lit the fuse inside my head. Thank you for reminding me of what I am sick inside. Thank you for the venom. Did you think it would paralyze? These scars I scratch, I tear, all there under my skin, where you've always been. Thank you for reminding me to sin with a grin. you had a dream in your eyes and a smile on your face, and I'm missing those days again. Yeah, I'm missing those days again. And I forgot what really got in the way. Maybe the sun that wouldn't shine should be taking the blame, 'cause it's raining on me again. Yeah, it's raining on me again. A paradox, the key dropped, a manifest. For what you lost was me. For my sake, please stop slowing me down, stop holding me up. We're making a scene, enough's enough. Let's be honest, your promise was never meant to last. Well, I'm taking you on, I'm calling you out. There's nothing left for us here now. Let's be honest, I promise I'm never looking back. For my sake, for my sake. Tell me something that's poetic at best. Make me believe there was a time that you weren't like the rest. And I'll never ask you again, and I'll never ask you again. For all the moments and the memories, no one could ever say we never had a history. But I'm leaving that all behind, and there's nothing gonna change my mind. A paradox, the key dropped, a manifest. For what you lost was me. For my sake, please stop slowing me down, stop holding me up. We're making a scene, enough's enough. Let's be honest, your promise was never meant to last. So I'm taking you on, I'm calling you out. There's nothing left for us here now. Let's be honest, I promise I'm never looking back. For my sake, for my sake. A paradox, the key you dropped, a manifest. For what you lost was me. For my sake, please stop slowing me down, stop holding me up, stop slowing me down. Enough's enough. Stop slowing me down, stop holding me up. We're making a scene, enough's enough. Let's be honest, your promise was never meant to last. So I'm taking you on, I'm calling you out. There's nothing left for us here now. Let's be honest, I promise I'm never looking back. For my sake, I'm never looking back. For my sake, for my sake, for my sake. Excuse the mess, I didn't see you from behind. I caught a glimpse, but the reflection's only mine. It's almost like I'm paralyzed and locked outside myself. What I need is to concede, because I won't be someone else. I am not perfect, and I don't claim to be. If that's what you wanted, well then I'm so sorry. How about a better version of the way that I am? How about a better version that makes me understand? How about a better version of the way that I am? The way I look Send away for a priceless gift. One not subtle, one not on the list. Send away for a perfect world. One not simply so absurd. In these times of doing what you're told, keep these feelings, no one knows. Whatever happened to the young man's heart? Swallowed by pain as he slowly fell apart. And I'm staring down the barrel of a 45, swimming through the ashes of another life. No real reason to accept the way things have changed. Staring down the barrel of a 45. Send a message to the unborn child. Keep your eyes open for a while. In a box high up on the shelf, left for you, no one else. There's a piece of a puzzle known as life, wrapped in guilt, sealed up tight. Whatever happened to the young man's heart? Swallowed by pain as he slowly fell apart. And I'm staring down the barrel of a 45, swimming through the ashes of another life. No real reason to accept the way things have changed. Staring down the barrel of a 45. Everyone's pointing their fingers, always condemning me. Nobody knows what I believe. And I'm staring down the barrel of a 45, swimming through the ashes of another life. No real reason to accept the way things have changed. Staring down the barrel of a 45. And I'm staring down the barrel of a 45. And I'm swimming through the ashes of another life. There is no real reason to accept the way things have changed. Staring down the barrel of a 45. You can never sound or the thousand voices calling your name. You can have the light of the world blind you, bathe you in grace. But I don't see so easily what you hold in your hands. 'Cause castles crumble, kingdoms fall and turn into sand. You can be an angel of mercy or give in to hate. You can try to fight it just like every other careless mistake. How do you justify? I'm mystified by the ways of your heart. With a million lies, the truth will rise to tear you apart. Whoa! No one gets out alive. Every day is do or die. The one thing you leave behind is
wrap me in a bolt of lightning, send me on my way still smiling. Maybe that's the way I should go, straight into the mouth of the unknown. I left the spare key on the table. I never really thought I'd be able to say I merely visit on the weekends. I lost my whole life in a different. I've said it so many times, I would change my ways, no, never mind. God knows I've tried. Call me a sinner, call me a saint. Tell me it's over, I'll still love you the same. Call me a favorite, call me the worst. Tell me it's over, I don't want you to hurt. It's all that I can say, so I'll be on my way. I finally put it all together, but nothing really lasts forever. I had to make a choice that was not mine. I had to say goodbye for the last time. I kept my whole life in a suitcase, never really stayed in one place. Maybe that's the way it should be. You know, I live my life like a gypsy. I've said it so many times, I would change my ways, no, never mind. God knows I've tried. Call me a sinner, call me a saint. Tell me it's over, I'll still love you the same. Call me a favorite, call me the worst. Tell me it's over, I don't want you to hurt. It's all that I can say, so I'll be on my way. I'll always keep you inside. You healed my heart and my life, and you know I tried. Call me a sinner, call me a saint. Tell me it's over, I'll still love you the same. Call me a favorite, call me the worst. Tell me it's over, I don't want you to hurt. It's all that I can say, so I'll be on my way. So I'll be on my way. So I'll be on my way. Well, I got a candle and I've got a spoon. I live in a hallway with no doors and no rooms. And under a windowsill, they all were found. A touch of concrete within the doorway, without a sound. eyes are open wide. By the way, I made it through the day. I watched the world outside. By the way, I'm leaving out today. I just saw Haley's comments your way. Said, why you always running in place? Even the man in the moon disappeared. Somewhere in the stratosphere. Tell my mother, tell my father, I've done the best I can to make them realize this is my life. I hope they understand. I'm not angry, I'm just saying, sometimes goodbye is a second chance. Please don't cry one tear for me. I'm not afraid of what I have to say. This is my one and only voice, so listen close. It's only for today. I just saw Haley's comments your way. Said, why you always running in place? Even the man in the moon disappeared. Somewhere in the stratosphere. Tell my mother, tell my father, I've done the best I can to make them realize this is my life. I hope they understand. I'm not angry, I'm just saying, sometimes goodbye is a second chance. Here is my chance. This is my chance. Tell my mother, tell my father, I've done the best I can to make them realize this is my life. I hope they understand. I'm not angry, I'm just saying, sometimes goodbye is a second chance. Sometimes goodbye is a second chance. Sometimes goodbye is a second chance. I know you're clinging to the light of day, to tell you everything's a-okay. And medication don't do much. Yeah, it just numbs the brain. Guess you might say I'm a little intense. I'm on the bright side of being hell-bent. So, take it from me, you're not the only one who can't see straight. If you were ever in doubt, don't sell yourself short. You might be bulletproof. Hard to move mountains when you're paralyzed, but you gotta try. And I'm calling out, get up, get up, get up, move on. Get up, what's taking so long? Get up, get up, get up, move on. Stop stalling, I'm calling out. Get up, get up, get up, move on. Get up, ain't nothing wrong. 'Cause I believe you can be myself and I said, watch you give up on your dreams. If you were ever in doubt, don't sell yourself short. You might be bulletproof. Hard to move mountains when you're paralyzed, but you gotta try. So I'm calling out, get up, get up, get up, move on. Get up, what's taking so long? Get up, get up, get up, move on. Stop stalling, I'm calling out. Get up, get up, get up, move on. Get up, ain't nothing wrong. 'Cause I believe you can be whatever. And I agree you can do much better. Trust me.
Yeah, I don't know why I never talk about it. I guess that's probably part of the problem. Yeah, sometimes you're wrong, sometimes you're right. I'm just gonna keep moving. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep moving. Today, tomorrow, and the next.
Get up, move on. Get up, what's taking so long? Get up, move on. Stop stalling, I'm calling out. Get up, move on. Get up, ain't nothing wrong. 'Cause I believe you can be whatever. And I agree you can do much better. Trust me. I could stand behind my barricade, do what I'm told and be afraid to change, while isolated by the mainstream, with the current up against me. Maybe if my arms were 10 feet tall, I could finally reach that crystal ball. 'Cause I still find inside there's something braver, and I won't be
a note with your name and a picture of us, even though it was framed and covered in dust. It's the map in my mind that sends me on my way. They say it's never too late to stop being afraid, and there is no one else here, so why should I wait? And in the blink of an eye, the past begins to fade. So have you ever been caught in a sea of despair, and your moment of truth is the day that you say, I'm not scared? Put your hands in the air if you hear me out there. I've been looking for you day and night. Shine a light in the dark, let me see where you are, 'cause I'm not gonna leave you behind. If I told you that you're not alone, and I showed you this is where you belong, put your hands in the air one more time. I've seen a million miles, met a million faces, took all I knew to reach all these places, and I'd do it again if it brings me back to you. So have you ever been caught in a sea of despair, and your moment of truth is the day that you say, I'm not scared? Put your hands in the air if you hear me out there. I've been looking for you day and night. Shine a light in the dark, let me see where you are, 'cause I'm not gonna leave you behind. If I told you that you're not alone, and I showed you this is where you belong, put your hands in the air one more time. Put your hands in the air. Put your hands in the air if you hear me out there. I've been looking for you day and night. Shine a light in the dark, let me see where you are, 'cause I'm not gonna leave you behind. If I told you that you're not alone, and I showed you this is where you belong, put your hands in the air one more time. Put your hands in the air one more time. Say it once, tell me twice, are you certain I'm alright? Just a sign to remind me tomorrow's worth the fight. Ever changing, the storyline that keeps me alive. So make a wish and say, give me life, give me love, scarlet angel from above. Not so low, not so high, keep it perfectly disguised. Ever changing, the storyline that keeps me alive. My Mona Lisa's making me smile.
guess that courage ain't allowed. Evidently you're not in the mood, and everything I say just bothers you. You built this fortress, I stumble towards it. Evidently you look furious, walls up and I know you're serious. Evidently I'm not always there, but you left and I looked everywhere. You built this fortress, I stumble towards it, I stumble towards it. And guilty I may be, but don't give up on me. In the wake of the odyssey, we will still be thick as thieves. You and me still thick as thieves. Evidently this is my mistake. Lost touch but I think I've been replaced. Evidently something's gotta give. Played safe but I know you're worth the risk. You built this fortress, I stumble towards it, I stumble towards it. And guilty I may be, but don't give up on me. In the wake of the odyssey, we will still be thick as thieves. You and me still thick as thieves. I've got an escape if you want it. We can leave first thing in the morning. We'll be back before you know it. We're as big as thieves. And guilty I may be, but don't give up on me. In the wake of the odyssey, we will still be thick as thieves. And guilty I may be, but don't give up on me. Don't you give up on me. In the wake of the odyssey, you and me, we will If I could find assurance to leave you behind, I know my better half would fade, and all my doubt is a staircase for you, up and out of this maze. The first step is the one you believe in. The second one might be profound. I follow you down through the eye of the storm. But don't worry, I'll keep you warm. I follow you down while we're passing through space. I don't care if we fall from grace. I follow you down. The angels and the pearls, even trademark the color blue. Just like the tower we never built, in the shadow of all the guilt, when the other hand was pointed at you. Yeah, the first step is the one you believe in, and the second one might be profound. If I could find assurance to leave you behind, I know my better half would fade. I'll follow you down. Speak to me so I can understand your tongue. You seem rather fragile. It's been said it's cold beyond the sun. Have you ever been there? Communicating thoughts of ways to never have to speak again. Let me be the fire in your head. Bring what's yours, I'll take what's mine, and meet you on the other side. We'll leave a sign so anyone can find us. A better place
Let me be the fire in your head. Bring what's yours, I'll take what's mine, and meet you on the other side. We'll leave a sign so anyone can find us. A better place, a sweeter time. We won't need any wings to fly. A place beyond the sun. I'm falling apart again. I can't find a way to make amends, and I'm looking in both directions, but it's make-believe. It's all pretend. So shed some light on me and hold me up in disbelief, and shed some light on me and tell me something that I'll believe in. It's innocence within the maze, but I have chosen the wrong way. I'm still getting over who I was. There's no sense of trust, there's no definition of love. So shed some light on me and hold me up in disbelief, and shed some light on me and tell me something that I'll believe. I know now it's not who you are, it's who you know. And I see clearly now which way to go. I remember the way I fell from above, and I recall the way I was. So shed some light on me and hold me up in disbelief, and shed some light on me and tell me something that I'll believe in. Shed some light on me and hold me up in disbelief, and shed some light on me and tell me something that I believe. Tell me something that I believe. Something I'll believe. That's the state of my head. That's the state of my head. It's been a long, bumpy ride, sitting back in the
let's go.
All eyes are seeing red, double vision from the blood we've shed. The only way I'm leaving is dead. That's the state of my, state of my, state of my head. They don't know where we've been. We got that concrete street skin. The only way I'm leaving is dead. That's the state of my, state of my, state of my head. That's the state of my, state of my, state of my head. We've been shot up, beat up by the falling of the arrows. Yeah, full of deep cuts right down to the marrow. But there's no doubt we'll get out from the bottom of the barrel.
Oh, our flag is tattered and our bones are shattered, but it doesn't matter 'cause we're moving forward. Round 'em up, let's go. Round 'em up, let's go.
All eyes are seeing red, double vision from the blood we've shed. The only way I'm leaving is dead. That's the state of my, state of my, state of my head. They don't know where we've been. We got that concrete street skin. The only way I'm leaving is dead. That's the state of my, state of my, state of my head. That's the state of my, state of my, state of my head. That's the state of my, state of my, state of my head.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? I'm coming back for more. Do you feel me now? Do you feel me now? I'm breaking down your door. I'm not speaking under my breath, 'cause the harder you push, the rougher I'll get. 'Cause I'm not shaking when the earth starts quaking. Got my own foundation with no hesitation, and the
All eyes are seeing red, double vision from the blood we've shed. The only way I'm leaving is dead. That's the state of my, state of my, state of my head. They don't know where we've been. We got that concrete street skin. The only way I'm leaving is dead. That's the state of my, state of my, state of my head. That's the state of my, state of my, state of my head. That's the state of my, state of my, state of my head.
Well, Mama told me when I was young, said sit beside me, my only son, and listen closely to what I say. And if you do this, it'll help you some sunny day. It will. Oh, take your time, don't live too fast. Troubles will come and they will pass. You'll find a warm arm and you'll find love. And don't forget that there is a someone up above. And be a simple kind of man. Be something you love and understand. Baby, be a simple kind of man. Oh, won't you do this for me, son? If you can, if you can. get your lust from the rich man's gold. All that you need now is in your soul. And you can do this, oh baby, if you try. All that I want from you, my son, is to be satisfied and be a simple kind of man. Be something you love and understand. Baby, be a simple kind of man. Won't you do this for me, son, if you can, if you can. Oh, don't you worry, you'll find yourself. Follow your heart and nothing else. And you can do this, oh baby, if you try. All that I want from you, my son, is to be satisfied and be a simple kind of man. Be something you love and understand. Baby, be a simple kind of man. Won't you do this for me, son, if you can? So baby, be a simple man. Oh, won't you do this for me, son, if you